Welcome back, folks. Wayne State football head coach Logan Masters had a standout career as a wide receiver for the Cats, so much so that he was inducted into the NSIC Hall of Fame this summer. Sports Force's Amber Salas sits down with Masters for this week's Sports Force champion.
Logan Masters was unforgettable during his time as a Wayne State football player. Masters stands as the Wildcats' all-time leading receiver, shattering nearly every record during his playing career from 2006 to 2009. But it's the lifelong friends he made along the way that made the biggest impact.
Obviously winning games and doing some things for the first time in school history was really cool, but really probably the relationships and best friends for life is probably the most special thing that I take away from my playing days.
Masters always knew Wayne State was a special place, leading him back to the program as an assistant coach, offensive coordinator, and eventually head coach of Wayne State football in 2022.
I mean, I get to watch football and do football all day, every day, and it's not work. And so really special there. And like my playing days, some of the best parts of people you meet along the way, the relationships with players, families, recruiting them, getting them to come to Wayne America.
Logan Masters learned a lot from his time spent on this field as a Wildcat athlete. But as his journey now continues as head coach, he's hoping to pass those lessons down to the next generation of Wildcat athletes.
Developing young men that just believe in the process and that don't chase results. If you do the right way, have good habits, the results will find you. And that goes for football, that goes for life.
Passing down his own knowledge that led Masters to be recognized at the Hall of Fame level. On July 11th, Masters was one of 7 individuals inducted into the NSIC Hall of Fame.
I was off a little guard just because growing up, like I dreamed of playing maybe in the NFL or being a big-time college coach. Hall of Fame never really crossed my mind.
But instead of thinking about all the accomplishments, Masters chooses to remember all the people that helped him get to where he is today.
That's the first thing when I think about that stuff. I was surrounded by great people and coaches. But yeah, attention to detail, consistency, earning trust of not only coaches for play calls, but also the quarterback to get you the ball, and doing it day in and day out and taking pride in your craft.
From a young kid just discovering football, to his high school playing career at Storm Lake High School, to his entire journey as a Wildcat, there's no question that a deep passion for football runs through Masters every day.
Where most kids watch cartoons on Saturday morning, I'd watch my dad's VHS black and white game tapes from him playing at Dubuque. And so I've been a little bit weird in that sense, and that's probably why I want to be a coach, because like right now in my office, I have reruns of SEC, ACC games going on. I love football.
In Wayne, Nebraska, Amber Salas, KTIV Sports Force.